Hello. This is Divine Wisdom's channel, and I want to thank my principals, for the balance and order. And I also want to thank my ancestors for guiding me to the truth and the knowledge of knowing thyself. So, the reason why I'm doing another video here is I know. I've been getting a lot of messages, and I'm not trying to ignore those that has been messaging me in Facebook, a lot of messages over there. Also messaging me in Instagram, a lot of messages over there. So it's not that I'm trying to ignore you guys. My schedule is booked, okay? Booked with consultations, booked. So I'm putting together a WhatsApp for those that has been trying to contact me. Most of you guys I know from my contacts, the African region, the Australian region, and the London, okay, over in England, over in the London area. So I'm trying to put together a WhatsApp, and then I'm trying to work the Zoom out. So between those two, but more like WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is where I can have, communication with, you guys, as far as calling, through the WhatsApp application. So I'm working on that. But right now, I am just booked. That's the reason why I have not been answering none of the messages over in my Messenger, Facebook, or my Messenger over in Instagram, okay, because I am booked. So, and then the rest of the day I spend on meditation and doing my smile out, okay. It's more like yoga, so it's another term for Ethiopian term, okay, for yoga. So smile out. So and so today I was on the beach, but as you guys know, over here in the Pacific Standard Time Zone, we are going through a cyclone, okay, a cyclone. You guys don't know what a cyclone, but most of you guys know what a cyclone is, about the water, the reservoir that just keeps going and on and on and on, okay. We're going through a cyclone, so a lot of storms is happening in our area, and so done a lot of damage, especially over in the Tahoe area, and sometimes within the capital region of the capital of California, guys, is Sacramento. Okay, it's not Los Angeles, but it's Sacramento. So a lot's been going on over in that region as well. So. But the part that is having the more cyclone is the northern part of California, okay? But it's going to migrate down. It's migrating down south, okay, into the Los Angeles area, okay? So we're all affected by this, because this is the state of what we represent, or where we reside in, okay? California is where we reside in. So, but the thing about it, this is what my talk is pretty much going to be about, okay, with this cyclone and all these climate changes and things like that, because I get so many messages. There's people that don't know who they are, okay? It's like they don't know. They asked, and I did a video on who am I, because you gotta know who you are, okay, in order to understand the gifts of who you are and to unfold the gifts of your creativity, okay, to unleash that gift within you, it goes back to knowing you, knowing your thyself. What is it, that you were put on this earth to do? Okay, now most of us are teachers. Okay, I would say most of us are teachers. Not everybody can be a teacher. Okay, because in order to lead or be a teacher, you have to understand. You first have to learn how to take in instructions. You have to learn to be a follower. You not a follower, but more like a student. Okay, I'll take that back. Not a follower, but a student. You have to be a student, and you have to learn from the ones that are already mastered the craft of understanding and knowing thyself. Okay, now, right now, we're at a period where the world is at a standstill. Okay, it's all about Mother Earth. What is it that she's gonna erupt next? Okay, as you know that materialistic, we live in a very materialistic, capitalistic world. Okay, everybody is so gotta make this money. Okay, which is money. All it is a currency, and it's just a currency, like a frequency that just moves. Okay, it just moves from hand to hand to hand to hand. Okay, but it is not where you get wrapped up. Okay, get so wrapped up where it takes you off of knowing thyself. Okay, because a lot of times that's what it has done. It took you off the course. It took you off the path. It took you off to where you don't understand, where I start getting these messages. Who am I? Who are you? Okay? So when you're so caught up and wrapped up in a materialistic world, okay, like most time I was talking to someone and I was in a store. I was in a dollar store. Okay, I don't see nothing wrong with the dollar store. Okay, actually the dollar store is one of the best places to be. Okay, or the 98-cent store. That is one of the best places to be. Okay, not always Walmart or Target or Walgreens or everybody has their own preference. Okay, but the dollar store and the 99-cent store, it don't mean because you're shopping in there, it don't mean you're cheap. Okay, they do got some nice things in there that if you're creative, you can go in there and put together some things. Okay, I have seen some great things on TikTok. Somebody shopping over at the dollar store. Okay, so it's all upon the mindset. It's all upon the head. So when I was in the dollar store, okay, I was getting me some water. Okay, and so I stopped at the dollar store. So the cashier, I guess she was talking to another young lady. A young lady, and so they was talking about Halloween. So I guess they finished talking. So I guess she wanted to make another conversation. And fast forward this. She wanted to start another conversation. So she gonna say, oh, okay, what you doing for Halloween? I said, let me tell you, ma'am, I'm not into no Halloween. She said, oh, okay. And the reason why, I have to make this another video, the reason why I don't partake in no Halloween or no Thanksgiving or no Christmas or none of that, okay? You have to understand the history behind all this stuff. Okay, because everything is pretty much made up. Okay, there's the turkey. Everybody be like, oh, let's worship the turkey. Then you got the Christmas tree. Okay, the only beautiful thing I love about one of those seasons is Christmas. And the reason why I say Christmas, because Christmas is where you can adorn. Okay, you can the tree. It's just when you be creative, you can make that a beautiful beginning, okay? Especially when you have children, okay? So a lot of times you teach your kids, not to go and be gluttony on October, November, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. I call those three the gluttony period. The reason why I call them the gluttony period, because on Halloween, what do most children do? And when you go to the store, you see all these parents or these people going in the store getting candy because guess what? You're teaching your children gluttony. The reason why I'm saying gluttony is because gluttony is when you go from door to door to door, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. I'm not saying none of us did it. We didn't know no better. Okay, we were just naive, didn't know no better. Okay, but now that the knowledge, the truth is, now I know, I can go out and share this information with those that don't know. Okay, trick or treat is a moment of gluttony, because the reason why is when you get home from doing all your trick or treating, most children, what they do, count their candy, right? Okay, and then if you don't have the parents monitoring it, a child can go through that candy. Okay, it can go through the candy, start picking out, oh, I like this, oh, the M&Ms, oh, the Snicker, oh, I got this, and sometimes those candies be big, in your eyes. It's a gluttony. It's a gluttony. Okay, same with Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, the same thing. What people do, they love Thanksgiving because they like to go over their family's house and feast. Gluttony. They like to feast so big, like a turkey. Okay, that's why it's called Thanksgiving. You eat turkey because that's how you feel after you finish. You feel like a turkey. Okay, now you want to make a moment talk about, well, I need to start fasting because now we're getting close to Christmas. So I've been eating all this. So now you want to go on a juice cleanse. Okay, after you finish gluttony, with Thanksgiving. Now you wait for Christmas. Okay, same thing. Present gluttony. So as you can tell, that's what this main whole thing I'm trying to say, the main thing about this is called gluttony. Okay, if you can learn to get the gluttony out of the design of your program of getting to know and understand thyself, and this is why we're in this global climate, why we're experiencing what we're experiencing with the weather, Mother Nature. Mother Nature is so not fed up right now. She's not fed up with humanity. And this is what Mother Nature do. When she tears something up, like over in the Tahoe, and the mountains that just come tumbling down, and then in the mountains you got rocks, and they come tumbling down, okay? Mother Nature, she can tear all this stuff down. Because we're as a whole in society, as a community called gluttony. You want to accumulate so much stuff, just like you got so many people like to hoard so much food, or they just like, going to the stores and just hoarding it up. Gluttony. Gluttony. So you want to know why you're going around with a curse on you and not listening to your ancestors. Your ancestors did not have a form of gluttony. Okay? They did not have a form of gluttony. The ancestors, our ancestors, you know what they did? The source was the sun. Okay? Because you know why their source was the sun? Because the sun gives and gives and gives and gives. So when someone is giving to you, that's where you have your gratitude. That's when you be thankful. Okay? The more gratitude and the more thankful you have within your nature, of your character, of your soul, of the divine, of who you are, the more and the more and the more that the universe will start unrevealing its secret unto you. I have seen so much things that's getting ready to take a place on this earth if humanity do not get it together. Okay? Just like you got the newscasters and you got the media. Oh my God. And you got people that's taking the water out their house. And then you got people canoeing on the streets. Okay? Some's like, oh yeah, we like this. We like this, But what happens if the water gets so high? Then what you gonna do? What happens if the water take over the whole town? I have seen the water take over a whole town like Lake Berryessa. That used to be a town. But now guess what it is? It's a lake. But it used to be a little city where people was roaming in there. But I don't know what happened to it and why now it's underwater. But nature and the force of nature is so powerful. Okay? It's so powerful that it can take cars off the road here, and I have seen so much stuff. Okay, especially yesterday. I have seen cars spinning around this way over, and so much accidents going on the freeways, and because of the rain, and and it keeps coming and coming and coming and coming, and so many people just driving slow, just trying to get to where they got to get to, because they know that they cannot come against nature, especially as humanity cannot come against nature. Nature is very, 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 very powerful. But the chosen ones have nothing to worry about, because our ancient ancestors takes care of the chosen ones, especially those that are already enlightened to the truth. Because once you know the truth, you don't want to go back. You're out of the matrix, meaning you no longer think like that no more. Things that is on this earth, like me, I live a very simple life. A very simple life. Okay? I don't like to live in gluttony. Gluttony is just another form of greed. Okay? It's just another form of greed. Okay? Because when you're not content, it turns to gluttony and greed. And it's because of the eyes that see things that, I gotta have this, instead of coming back to knowing thyself. Now, I'm working with a certain community, okay, a certain community that I am in, that also is enlightening other people, because I found my tribe. And our tribe is, we enjoy nature. We enjoy the nature life. We enjoy the air that Mother Earth gives us. We enjoy the sun, the moon, everything that nature, the Mother Earth gives, especially that sun. So for those, a lot of times our generation and our culture don't study history. They don't study history, they just learn the Western way of the westernization of how everything was brought about or taught to you. And so there's times that people just don't want to change for anything. But if, now I'm not going to say if, that's if for humanity. Humanity thinks on if. Humanity is iffy. Okay? Iffy. It takes a consistent flow of knowing thyself, of knowing who you are. Who am I? Who are you? Do you even know? Do you even know who are you? What have you came on this earth? What is your calling? What is your gift? What is your true desires? What is your genuineness? Birth it out. Birth it. Don't let it just stay dormant until you rot away into the grave, and then you never got a chance to birth that gift out, to leave a legacy upon the next generation. Because this is what it's all about leaving a legacy for the next generation, knowing that I did my diligence, I did my contributions. And this is what it's all about, a practicing moment while you're here on this earth. Because once you go to the next realm, there's so much realms and realms and realms. There's so much galaxies. Okay? Because once you're off this earth, you're free to roam. You're free to explore. You're out your shell. Because now you're in the spirit, and the spirit goes everywhere. So you have to know the demeanor, the dimensions, the that's where geometry come into play at. Okay, geometry, most people think is a complex subject. Okay, but geometry is it can be complex. It can be complex, but once you learn how to study and you understand, you know the metrics of everything, because all geometry is nothing but the earth. Okay, the earth in diameters. Okay, studying the earth in the diameter and the metrics, and you know the way we was taught in school, they complicate things, they confuse things. Okay, that's the reason why I believe in ancient comedics. Okay, the way that the ancient comedics want you to learn, because the way this British educational system, it all needs a revamp. Those teachers don't know diddly squat. Okay, that's how I feel. I get ramped up when it comes to the British educational system. I do get ramped up, so I need to calm myself down. This is why I do my meditations. Okay, I'm only human, living in this human life experience. Okay, yes, I get ramped up. Okay, especially when it comes to the British educational system. I do get ramped up. Excuse me for that. And this is to my ancestors, and I need to meditate. Okay, but likewise, I see so much stuff. I see how our culture and our community can learn through the comedic science way. I see where there's times where our culture don't understand geometry, because the way the British educational system, they don't teach it, or don't know how to teach it the way where you can grasp it. Geometry, all it is studying a form of studying the earth. Even like biology. Biology is nothing but life science. Okay, it's like life science about the human anatomy, the physiology of the makeup of who you are. Okay, your DNA, your atoms, your protons. Okay, the way that they teach the British educational system, they're not going to teach you this. They're going to teach you their story, and you're going to have to understand to come upon your own knowledge and wisdom, and knowing who you are, and knowing your genetic makeup, knowing your culture, knowing your community, and you're going to have to come in, and you're going to have to take the time to learn this yourself, because they're not going to teach you this. They want to get you where you don't know who you are, don't know nothing about you, don't know, it's just got you lost, looking like sheeps. Okay, and this is why a lot of us conscious minds, we're throwing the knowledge at you guys, and letting you understand that everything, like this one brother, he called it a tacky fun house. A tacky fun house. He called this place a tacky fun house because it's a game. It's a game. And if you don't understand the game, you're going to get tossed. You're going to get tossed like a salad, or how they toss a salad. You're going to get tossed. And it can be like very complex. Let you guys understand that the ones that are so focused on this currency, money system, it's taking you off of knowing thyself, because you're so much worried about the bills. You so much, it's like a slave mentality. Okay, this is not what the divine has for you people, you culture, you community, you people. The divine, the inner divine do not have this for none of the ones, for the chosen ones. And that's why it comes back to, you gotta go within. You have to know within. It's all within yourself. Your gift lies within. Once you figure out your gift, and then it's like you floating like a bumblebee. Okay, when you float like a bumblebee, like Muhammad and Muhammad Ali talking about, I'm floating like a butterbee, floating like a bumblebee. Okay, that's how he felt in the boxing ring. Okay, because he found his true power. He found it. Okay, and so now he floating like a bumblebee. Okay, so when you understand all the rhythm and the meanings of this thing of knowing and going within yourself, and this is the reason why I do these videos. Okay, I'm gonna try my best not to wait for so long, okay? Because as the divine and my ancestors give it to me, and then it says go make a video. Okay, it's not that I'm worried about making a profit from this video. It's just that I'm here to share and educate, because I found out that I am a teacher and an educationalist. Okay, in the form, everything is not about currency. Okay, just like we breathing, nature, the inner divine of who you are, your genetic makeup, give you that free breath. It don't charge you to breathe. Okay, the cost of living is rising. I hear that some places with this gas, it then went all the way up to $7. This is ridiculous. Okay, and you want to know why? It's like humanity is driving a wedge between the divine and Mother Earth. Driving a wedge, a separation. Humanity is driving, and it's the Westerners. They're driving, whoever think they're trying to be in charge of this politics and all this bickery and all this, you're driving a wedge between yourself and Mother Earth. And you know, Mother Earth, you know, she only can tolerate so much. She already showed y'all some destruction. Okay? She already showed y'all some destruction. Look at what we're going through, the cyclone. Okay, we ain't finished over here. Okay? But yeah, we got sun right now. Yeah, we got sun. It's the way Mother Earth wants it. Okay, but earlier we didn't have no sun. But now we got sun. But I know people looking, you know, they're like, I wonder what's going to happen. You know, it's whatever Mother Earth calls for. Okay? But we needed that rain. But the way she gave it to us, it came down. It came down and flooded some things and tore up some stuff. Okay? That's a warning. That's a warning. Calling all compassionate people. You know, I feel sorry for a lot of those homeless people out there, because if it was up to me, every last one of those homeless people would be in a nice hotel. Would be in a nice hotel. Would be in a nice hotel. They wouldn't be they would be in a nice hotel. Okay, something nice, like a suite. Okay, that's how my heart is, that goes out towards the people of homelessness. Okay, you have to have a heart of compassion, because the ancestors talk to me every day. Every day it talks to me. I go to Oakland and I see all those tents. And sometimes it's good to talk to some of those people, because they have been in foreclosures, they have been kicked out, they have been evicted, they feel nobody cares for them. But you think the divine likes to see this? Yeah, they're in front of nature. Yes, they're being taken care of by nature. But when it rained, I wonder where they went to. I hope somebody was compassionate enough to let them go stay in a hotel. But I get that's the reason why I meditate daily. Sometimes I don't be on this thing, because a lot of times I'm meditating, and I'm just, you know, doing my smatawi, my stretchies, like yogas, you know, and I just meditate and just let my ancestors take over, because, you know, no one deserves to live in a chaotic, historic place like humanity. I'm not saying all humanity. I belong to a great tribe, a family of charismatic leaders that care for the community. But not everybody, you know, it's about the heart. It's what's in your heart to do the right thing. It's not all about this current currency. Okay? Oh, I understand, but if everybody can get together and put all their resources together, do this together to make this a better world for all people. This is what the divine wants. If you cannot do this, be ready to experience more tragic disasters that's coming upon this world. Until then, I love each and every one of you guys. You guys take care, and may the peace be on you. The blessings of our ancestors be upon you. Take care. Love each and every one of you beautiful souls out there. Okay? And I hope this gets to the politicians, the governors, and all the state boards about our ancestors. And we all know the truth, because the truth comes out daily. We know about the Western world. We know what our ancestors had built. Our ancestors built most majority of everything on this earth. Everything on this earth. Even the internet. Even the cameras and the phones and the stoplights and the internet that you guys, we all are using. The ancestors built that too. Now I see why they send reparations, because there are people that are consciously awoke and they know. That's why they talk about reparations, because they know that our ancestors built a lot of everything. But guess what? It was taken. The thieves took it, but guess what? The ancestors got something in store. Believe me, you're not going to be able to get away with it for long. So, the ancestors are happy because they already know about Mother Earth. Mother Earth got it all in control. Everything is in control. So I talk to you guys later. Love each and every one of you guys. You guys take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.